Oregon McDonald's on commercial, which doesn't tell you the fact that there are actually two.
Welcome to McDonald's. Are you using a mobile app today?
Yes.
Alright, what's that code?
OF34.
Alright, for the mini M and M McFlurry?
Yes.
Perfect, head on to that first window.
Alrighty. Well, what do you know? Can you hear that traffic? You know, here we are, July 7th. Thank you, darling. And, you know, the world hasn't woke up yet from that 4th of July holiday. It's almost like, you know, okay, so there's been no mail delivery or pickup, to my knowledge, since July 4th, and July 4th fell on a Friday this year, so no mail on Friday, no mail on Saturday, no mail on Sunday, and today's Monday, and you'd think the damn my mailbox would be full, and it's like, well, no, my mailbox was empty. Well, that either means that the entire system is screwed over, which would not surprise me, because quite frankly, some of the news stories this morning, we have Senator Ted Cruz defending Trump and Elon for the cuts that they made at the National Weather Service and FEMA and so forth, that may have resulted in the deaths of almost 100 people in flooding in Texas who were not adequately warned to evacuate from a flash flood. So, you know, folks, get serious. Get fucking serious. That man is insane. That man is not a leader. That man has his own agenda. That man is a potentate. That man wants to be a king. So, there you go. This is what happens when you sit at McDonald's and you're waiting for your M and M McFlurry. McFlurry. Here we go. I see her handing food out the window. McDonald's says they're now hiring weekends and nights. Oh. Isn't everybody hiring?
Here you go.
Thank you, darling.
Yep, have a great rest of your day.
You too. Okay, well, that was easy enough. Alright, I'm just going to eat it here. I don't know if there's a shady spot still available. What? From Sarah?
Hey Pops, thanks so much for the sweet birthday song. I say those as ice files, the You Are Sweet card, you made me cry, and the fun birthday stickers. Nostalgic. Love you much.
Okay. That was for my daughters. Her birthday is July 5th. So, yeah, she had a big party. She always has a big party. Alright, to hell with it. I'm going to park over here in the shade, right behind the marijuana store. Of course, these days, if you're talking about a marijuana store anywhere in Oregon, you could probably be anywhere in Oregon, because they're everywhere in Oregon and have been, and we just keep getting more and more. Alright, here I am, right underneath the shade of, and they aren't even oak trees, they're just regular old trees. Okay. Excuse me. Where's my spoon? I see it. Now this is the kind of thing. Okay, this is the trash. You ever see McDonald's bags along the highway someplace? This is the bag that contains all of the trash from one cheeseburger, a large order of fries, and and actually the Coke is still in the glass right next to me. This is just, well, yeah, there's a window spray can in there. I have to be honest and admit it, simply because I had my car detailed some time ago at Jiffy Lube, or what's it called? I don't know, something wash down the street, and they do. And I hadn't had it detailed for some time, so I had them go ahead and do a detail on it that wasn't terribly expensive. And when they're all done, the manager says, "Now I want you to make sure that things are okay there on what we did to detail your car." And it's like, well, I'm sure everything's fine. And it didn't take me too long before I realized that some inexperienced person working there seems to possibly taken Armor All to clean the inside of my windshield. How can you not like a M and M McFlurry? So good. What was it? $2.48, something like that. Just for a mini. Which is about all I eat. So, yeah, life's pretty sweet. But that man has caused so much suffering for so many people in the whole world. Remember the old TV show, My Name is Earl? Earl was this ne'er-do-well ex-con who decided it was time for him to straighten up his life and make things right with karma. So he made a list of all the people that he had wronged in his lifetime, and little by little he went around trying to apologize for, correct the effects of, whatever, all the things that he did wrong to other people. And sometimes those things didn't work because, you know, you start motions in action in time and space, and it's not like we're going to experience the ability to go back and correct things, although a lot of movies are based on that idea. Probably Flatliners is probably one of the better movies that actually suggests the idea that going back in time, physically or psychologically, either one, you're not going to do a whole hell of a lot to change things. Of course, then you've got Ghost Town, where one poor guy is more or less blessed with the ability to communicate with dead people who've left things that were undone in their lives. And in the end, I think he was able to correct some of those things, or at least help out the spirits that hadn't gone into the light. You know that 55% of the world's population believes in reincarnation. The other 45% I don't know what they believe. Got a lot of people is going to be dying. Got a lot of people being born. Got a lot of people, period. At any rate, that's enough for tonight. Bye. And of course, I'm sitting here and it's like, well, you're already at McDonald's. You might as well just get yourself a M&M, a mini M and M McFlurry. So I'll be going through McDonald's one more time. There are more people here now. So let's see what this looks like. Pull down the old disabled sticker. Oh, I forgot what the... Hang on, gotta check and see what the code is. Okay, I just finished my M and M Blizzard. Yum. And now it's time to go home. So, I'm gonna leave this on. Gonna turn around the other way. You can see my path out of the McDonald's parking lot. Morgan. Let's see what we got here. Is it gonna do it? No. Alright, we'll leave it like that and see what happens. Excuse me. Goodness, how rude. Alright, here we go into the setting sun. And I do mean that literally. Because we're heading west. And the sun is setting in the west. And of course, that's when the crappy detail job done by Washman down the street really hurts the most, because that's when you get the most reflection in the window. Okay, now this is an interesting intersection here. We're at the end of Browning. So Browning goes out to South Salem, which is a neighborhood generally historically referred to as Sunny Slope. You know, it's an interesting place, and a lot of fairly well-to-do people live out there, you know, upper middle class maybe. And, you know, they don't flip burgers at McDonald's or anything like that probably, but, you know, they're professional people. And this interesting little... Yeah, that's the interesting part of it. When you come out of the McDonald's parking lot, you are looking, you have your choice of left or right or straight ahead. And if you go straight ahead, the cars coming at you are either going to go, at any rate, they're not, they have to understand that there is no turn lane for traffic coming out of McDonald's. Now, what does McDonald's do about that? I don't see them doing anything about it, but you know perfectly well that when they built that McDonald's restaurant, they paid an awful lot of money for that location, which is located, the parking lot is located at the very end of a major street that goes out to a major housing area, which is where I'm driving right now. Yeah, so Browning ends up in the McDonald's parking lot. What can I say? If you go straight ahead, if you go left, you know, otherwise you're on Commercial. And if you go left, you're going toward Fred Meyer. If you go right, you're going toward Winco, I guess. Yeah, I believe that's right. At any rate, here I am. This is Browning. Yeah, I'm going home. And I guess I'll just sit in my old easy chair. I got a whole bunch of Coca-Cola left here. Might be a little belly is just full. It would be nice if I were to work out independently without going to my gym class all the time. I have a treadmill in my living room. I have some weights. I have, stuff that I use at my gym class anyway. So why can't I just use them? All right, here we go. This is another one of those things. Okay, you guys going to McDonald's, are you? All right. So here we go. Now we are on Liberty Street in Salem, Oregon. Liberty, actually Commercial Street, splits about a mile behind me in a Y intersection. And you go to your right, you're on Liberty, and if you go straight ahead, you're still in Commercial, and then Commercial goes all the way out to the intersection with Interstate 5. But heading here on Liberty, and I won't go all the way down Liberty because I'm going to make a right turn on Skyline, and then I follow Skyline until I get home. So as you can see, it's not terribly far to McDonald's. Now, isn't that good news? I don't know, I've had so many systems set up trying to record when I'm driving and so forth, and one of them is the suction cup that hangs from the window, the windshield, and it did, it held okay for most of the time. You could really, I don't know whether I didn't have to glue it in place, but it would keep falling off of the damn windshield every now and then. But the problem was bouncing up and down. So it was your camera hangs from this like a gooseneck. It's more like a spring hook, and as the car bounces up and down, so does the image on the camera. So this time I've got a big old selfie sitting on the floor in the front seat of my car, and it would go out to assisted living. Oh no. At any rate, I suppose that's my future someday. Peter, did you hear that, Peter? But Peter, you're an awful good assistant, so I'll stay. I'll just, we're gonna be just fine. I'm talking to my friend. At any rate, Peter and I are planning a wedding. Oh goodness, did I spring that out of the box? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I want you all to look at that video of Peter in Tigard, Oregon, 2 days ago at the drone display in, I think it was Cook Park. It's like, he first appears and he's just, oh my God, that boy just melts my heart. Anyway, stop being so soapy. But no, I'll just be honest with you folks. I am so lucky to have found him. And right now it's kind of like being with Daryl. I'm with him at his place in Tigard for 3 or 4 days. I'm here in Salem in my apartment for 3 or 4 days, and it's really sporadic as to which days I am at either place. But I did just get home this morning, and Peter and I tend to just, we veg on old movies. He's 20 years younger than me, so I know about 20 years of film that he's never seen before, and we have a wonderful time watching. Right now we're into Robert Altman, so the Player showed up on Max at his place yesterday, and he had never seen the Player, so we watched the Player. First interesting thing about the Player is that opening scene that Altman shoots is probably the longest continuous video take in movie history, probably, all over a backlot of a film company. But we had a good time watching that yesterday, but then we watched a lot of other stuff too. At any rate, we got home again, and whoever parks in that spare parking place is gone, probably for a month or more, I suppose. I don't suppose I have any mail. I don't think that I'm wondering if the post office is even open today. Good Lord. My money markets people sent me a check since my that's all sideways, isn't it? At any rate, I am on one of those even, they spread out your electric bill over the entire year, and then you pay the so much. They divide it in 12 parts. Well, but the only problem is I haven't lived in this apartment. When I was living with Daryl, I wasn't here. I was here maybe one day a week, and so the utility usage was very low. And then I moved back in after Daryl passed away, and I'm actually using the utility. So the other day I got a bill from Pacific Gas and Electric. I think that's what that PGE stands for. But I owe them $824 because I used that much more electricity this past winter than I've ever used in the past. Isn't that good news to get? All right, I'm home. I'm gonna watch TV. Bye. Yeah. Okay. Well, you might as well just join me for dinner here at McDonald's. See if I got this thing set flat. Oh no, I'm gonna turn it this way a little bit. Hi. This is that old man having dinner at McDonald's. Oh, I mean, I unfortunately I eat here too much, so I have all kinds of points built up for free food, and sometimes I just feel like I need to take advantage of it. So here I am. I ordered just you guys are always showing me your food on YouTube. This is a cheeseburger, and you can actually have them fix it so that you don't have lettuce or onion or all that stuff inside there. That this is what a cheeseburger always looked like. Sorry. It was free, so who gives a friggin'? So I got back from the 4th today. My weekend in Tiger, which I thoroughly enjoyed. With my friend. Try that for a relationship. You got friends, you got girlfriends, you got boyfriends. But when it's a little bit more than a boyfriend, I guess it becomes a friend. So my earliest experiences with fast food was in Burlington, Iowa. I was riding a bicycle. Me and my friend Merrill used to go to a new restaurant in town called Henry's Hamburgers. Drive-in, and hamburgers were 15 cents each. And I don't know, I think fries were a dime or something like that. So I've seen a lot of changes in my lifetime. Dropped a lot of French fries on the floor. A lot of cars, just like now. So I came back to Salem this morning from a nice weekend with Peter in Tualatin. I'm sorry, in Tigard. There's a difference between Tigard and Tualatin. It's like where you put the line, There's also King City over there, which is another line, you know. Middle class people are very fond of drawing lines between things. Make sure that you understand that the things on this side of this line are yours, and the things on this side of this line are mine. Yeah. Look out. I want a BB gun. Okay, that's enough of that bullshit. I think I will just sit here and finish my McDonald's dinner. Bye. Well, it's still July 7th, 2025, and now I'm home, and I'm going to watch some TV. I live such a stressful existence, I want to tell you, other than having to go to so damn many doctors. This old age is pretty doable. You all should have Donald Trump appealing to you, to your interests, but he doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't give a shit about old people. It just happens that we vote. I didn't vote for him, and I hope a lot of other people didn't either. Excuse me. Okay, well, this time I started an episode of Dustin and Robert, and Dustin and Robert are always going someplace to eat, and they just make you so hungry, and they're so sweet. But yeah, so I got hungry, and I went to McDonald's. So here I'm back at home, and we'll just switch around. Oh, here we go. Now, all right, there we go. There's my car way out there someplace, and this table is just always covered with crap. And I am getting ready to help Peter with his estate sale, and so I have boxes of stuff that I'm giving him. You know, old men accumulate a lot of crap. All right, let's see what's going on here with Dustin and Robert. I guess we better go home first. Okay, and we go down to YouTube. And then we go to Jimmy Campo channel. And then let's see if I can pick up. Wait a minute. These are all videos about gay men, featuring gay men. What the hell? You'd think some damn queer had this account. Look at this. Curry and Coogee? And some guy who really likes Asian men. Oh my God. Trump dealt surprise loss in court. Well, let's hope so. Oh, let's see. What happened to Dustin and Robert? Recently uploaded. I want to continue watching podcasts and more. Continue watching. There's my guys, Dustin and Robert.
Living at Sundial, Salem's premier 55-plus community. Our community features resort-style amenities, including an indoor swimming pool and spa, a clubhouse, a library, an exercise area, all designed for your lifestyle. Choose your own pace, whether it's relaxing at home, connecting with neighbors.
Well, why in the hell am I listening to this?
A SKU code? I didn't know the SKU code. And I was trying to look them up. And it wasn't popping up, so I had asked the cashier man, the chef chick man, like how, what do I like put in for the bread? Yeah, I didn't know a lick. I didn't know a lick of English. Not a lick of English. And I feel like if you're gonna work somewhere where the spoken language is English, like the first language is English, you should know English. Literally nothing. You know what I'm talking about.
Robert has become very conservative now that he's also become very successful. So love you all. Bye bye.